The free crypto train is continuing to roll for Saga phone owners who on Tuesday began receiving tokens worth $250 from crypto publishing protocol Access Protocol. Access Protocol said via Twitter that it was offering 100,000 ACS tokens to every user of the Solana-focused phone, carrying on the tradition of unique airdrops that made the previously struggling phone become a surprise bestseller. Traders discovered that Saga phones came with enough meme coins to cover the $600 phone's cost during last week's fast BONK spike. This led to a purchasing frenzy that consumed all of Solana Mobile's Saga phone inventory, even though BONK has already dropped by more than 30%, making the 30 million BONK that each phone has to offer less than the unit cost. Further, Solana ecosystem initiatives are preparing for their own airdrops. Holders of the Access Protocol's ACS token can use it as payment to get access to a variety of material with a crypto theme. Holders can stake their ACS with the content creators hawking newsletters, AI-generated anime, headline feeds, and such on the Access Protocol website.
In an appearance on Bloomberg TV on Tuesday, Michael Saylor, the executive chairman of MicroStrategy, stated that markets should not undervalue the significance of the upcoming spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. It's not unreasonable to suggest that this might be the biggest development on Wall Street in 30 years, said Saylor, suggesting the last comparable new product was the S&P 500 ETF, which allowed investors to one-click exposure to that widely followed index. According to Saylor, the spot ETF will soon address the lack of high bandwidth compliance conduit on mainstream investors, both individual and institutional, to participate in Bitcoin. Saylor said that this new car will provide a shock to the demand for Bitcoin, which will be followed shortly by a shock to the supply in the shape of the April halving event, which will reduce the daily production of Bitcoin from 900 to just 450. It all adds up to a major bull run for Bitcoin next year, said Saylor, though declining to speculate on how far the price may go. Saylor responded to the frequently questioned topic of whether a genuine spot ETF will divert investor interest from MicroStrategy, which is sometimes seen as a Bitcoin ETF stand-in, by pointing out that MSTR is an operational business that can increase its stack through cash flow or intelligent leverage. He further emphasized that owning MSTR is free, unlike owning ETFs.
Representatives from BlackRock, Nasdaq, and the Securities and Exchange Commission met for the second time in a month to discuss rule changes that are necessary to list the Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, according to a published memo. The discussion concerned the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC's proposed rule change to list and trade shares of the Shares Bitcoin Trust, Nasdaq Rule 5711, the memo reads. Nasdaq rule establishes specific criteria and regulatory guidelines for the listing and trading of commodity-based trust shares on the Nasdaq exchange and detailing the requirements for initial and continued listing, along with surveillance and compliance measures to ensure market integrity and protection against fraudulent activities. It may be noted that the inclusion of a surveillance sharing agreement aims to mitigate market manipulation risk associated with crypto trading, something that the SEC is very concerned about. The group also met in November to discuss the same topic. According to a published memo, at this November meeting, BlackRock provided a presentation that detailed two models, in-kind and in-cash redemption, for supporting their proposed ETF. Recently, BlackRock revised its spot Bitcoin ETF proposal to include cash redemption, aiming to meet SEC preferences. Well, that's all in this special segment. For more such updates, watch 3.0 or log on to our website www.3versetv.io or scan the QR code. Thank you.